Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has made it very clear what he is going to do in Gaza. And no matter what Australia or whoever else is deciding they're going to recognize the Palestinian Authority as the, ruler of a place called Palestine that does not exist but is instead Israeli property. The Israelis are saying, no, we're going to go into Gaza and we are going to make sure that it is, in fact, secure and safe for the Israelis. This has, of course, upset the rest of the world, who's now claiming that the Israelis killed an Al Jazeera journalist. And the Israelis said, no, we killed that guy on purpose because he was a Hamas leader, not because he was a journalist. Cool story, though. Could you imagine? Oh, we're just going to declare, part of North Carolina for the Cherokees. It's fine. No big deal. That's normal.
Number 6.
Even after a court ruling telling Alabama to use the recently redrawn and racially gerrymandered congressional maps until 2030, the maps actually remain uncertain amid ongoing redistricting battles. There seems to be a bit of push here to just say, guys, just accept the racial gerrymandering. Shamari Figures is there, and it's no big deal. Yeah, it's not. It's not over yet. We are still going to continue seeing legal battles fought over this. A 3-judge panel came in and said, we'll draw the lines and we'll provide a black Democrat as a representative from Alabama because, it's the right thing to do. This doesn't really seem to work in other states, but for some reason in Alabama, they're willing to do this kind of thing. I will remind you, this is not over by a long shot.
Number 5.
And speaking further on that, Senator Arthur Orr, a Republican out of Decatur, on this very program last week, reminded people that, we could draw Terri Sewell out of office if we wanted to. If we get in a situation where that's available, we could very easily do that. And he was referencing the nationwide redistricting drama that has guys like Beto O'Rourke saying, hey, forget about the rules. He just said a different F word. And forget about norms. We're going to do whatever we want. If we win, we'll show you. That's the message that's being sent by Democrats. So why in the world would guys like Senator Orr be like, yes, it's the appropriate thing to allow these seats to be? No, he's saying, look, politics will reign. You've seen these districts. Talking about Illinois and other Democratic blue states. That's what he's talking about. He said, look, you want to keep doing this? Play the game, guys. Play the game.
Number 4.
U.S. Representative Barry Moore, who is expected to enter the United States Senate race and is probably looking for the support of Donald Trump to boost him in that race, has made it very clear that he fully backs Donald Trump's support of federal agents going into Washington, D.C., federalizing the area and saying we're not going to allow this nonstop crime to take over our capital city. Trump has now ordered 450 federal agents into the city. They are flooding the zone at night in particular, and they are making it clear that this crime is not going to be allowed to run wild. They are going to do what they need to do to get it under control. DC keeps saying, no. The crime is down. Crime is down. Yes, crime is down from record highs. It's down a little bit. Congratulations. It's still way too high.
Number 3.
The American media has been telling the story of a local Alabama illegal immigrant. And because of that, we got another one of those protests, where the old fat people in compression socks. So I'm sorry, that's not very nice. The high-calorie females in compression socks showed up on the side of the road, not standing for very long, of course, and demanded that this young lady, Giovanna Hernandez Martinez, be let out because, after all, she didn't do anything wrong. She was just illegal, and the cops and ICE are targeting her. So they tried to target a church that had nothing to do with any of this, 4 people showed up. Don't worry. Alabama's media still covered it like it was something that was important and happening. They're still on top of it, guys. Don't worry. They got it.
Number 2.
Now, hilariously, after that event was promoted and failed ridiculously, we have more clarity on the actual arrest of the young lady. She was driving erratically, speeding, weaving in and out of traffic at about 80 miles an hour, going up to 91. The police have released a video of that incident where ICE showed up and took her into custody. She is now sitting in a detainment facility, and we're being told, no, she's one of the good ones. Billboards have gone up, etc. I'm sure she is one of the good ones, but you know what? We can't just constantly go through and try to figure out every single one of these situations every single time something happens. That's not going to work. You get busted, you're in the country illegally, you are subject to deportation. That's the rules. You gots to go. Sorry, come back in 2 years.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
President Donald Trump is about to give a statement, apparently, on the federalization of some of the law enforcement assets there in Washington, D.C. While there, I am sure he is going to be asked about the story involving Russian President Vladimir Putin and President Trump, who are set to meet in Alaska to discuss a Ukrainian peace deal. Now, they're suggesting they may invite Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. There is no guarantee on that. And if they do, great. They can have that conversation. But Zelensky, with the backing of a bunch of European leaders and Americans, is saying things like, we will not accept a land swap for peace. Which is how all of this is going to end eventually, by the way. So I guess it's back to the meat grinder for the Ukrainian young men and the Russian young men. And they're going to continue doing this. Now, again, if that's what they want to do, that's fine. If they want to continue having that fight, go for it. But land for peace is probably how this thing is going to end. And if you think that's not what's going to happen here, I don't know what to tell you. Okay? But Zelensky has already rejected the premise of a land swap for peace. And outside of that, I don't think this is going to end. Okay? And I'm sorry, that doesn't really seem to work for almost anyone involved, except for the people that want this stuff to continue. And I had a conversation yesterday with a good friend of mine who said, well, I guess it's better that Ukraine's fighting this than we are. I mean, I guess that's true. I mean, yeah, sure. That's right. As long as you don't care about any of those people who are going to actually be doing the fighting here. And the end result is still going to be the same. And that's just not going to, it's not going to go well. It's just not going to happen. You're going to see more bloodshed and you're going to see more problems. And there are a lot of people who are completely fine with that because they view the bigger issue as Vladimir Putin's, I guess, territorial desires. And that's, again, I think those are real. But if you want the fighting to stop, then there's probably one way for that to happen. If you want the fighting to continue, well, then status quo remains. And they go out there and slug it out in the background of the world's events. And that's what's happening. So that's where we are right now. We'll hear more about this. Will Zelensky get invited? I don't think the three of them meet. I think Putin and Trump meet. They try to hammer something out. And then Vladimir Putin does some big exchange of fire with Ukraine that undercuts the entire thing. That's what I think happens. So we'll see where all of that goes. We got the local story here of this illegal immigrant and how we're supposed to be all sad about it. I refuse. Sorry, I reject the premise that I'm supposed to be sad about it, but that's what they're trying to make you do. We'll cover some more of that when we come back. I am Dale Jackson. We'll continue this right here. Stay tuned.
Get WBNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.